Hello everybody, welcome to a new video, and once again it is another reveal video. So this car is a replacement for my 2007 Citroen C2, which usually would be parked there, but it has disappeared because we've got something a lot better, and it's this, a 2008 Fiat 500. Yes, this is my sister's new to us 2008 Fiat Abarth Replica. Yeah, Abarth Replica. Yeah, it's a nice car. A 58 plate, so that's 2008. In fact, it was registered on the 31st of December 2008, so it was almost a 2009. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to have a look around the car, show you some of its features and what's been done to it before we bought it, because obviously this Fiat did not come as an Abarth car, because it's not one, it's actually a diesel. So yeah, let's get going. So we will first of all begin on the inside. I might help if I unlock the car first. Here's the key. It's a nice chrome key. I don't really see chrome Fiat keys, so it's not too bad in here. It's got nice features, like it's got air conditioning. It's got a nice new, nice different instrument cluster than what we're used to. Like the Citroen used to be all digital and everything. This, nice and simple, and it's got all your information up in there. You've got your chip computer and everything. You've got your stereo system, and we've also got a little Bluetooth thing down there, so you can pair your phone up to it. It's very nice. It's got all sorts of nice little touches, like this chrome door handle, and little bits like this, like these chrome rings around the air vent, which is very nice. And like I say, they can get electric, like a proper climate control system, but this one has got about the basic knobs and switches and like that, and you push that in, that activates the air conditioning, and that's the button for the heated back window. Electric windows, and this side is auto up and down. This side is auto only down, annoyingly. I don't know why I didn't just decide to put auto up on this one as well. Yeah, that's on the inside. Just put the key in. You had to stop it then because the radio came on. Yeah, there's the, like I say, there's the dash. You've got your fuel up there, temperature there, and there. That's the mileage. I don't know why it's flashing, but it's only done 72,000 miles. It's done 2,000 miles since we've owned it. We had it on 1,500 miles. It was on 70,500 when we got it. But it sounded, you had to use it. That's why it's dirty. Couldn't have a chance to get it clean for this video. So yeah. So now I think it's about time we go and talk about the engine. So here it is. It is a 1.3 litre Fiat multi-jet engine. It's a diesel. And if you know anything about these engines, you will know that this is the same engine that they put in the Vauxhall Combo van. So yeah, this is technically a van engine in this car. It should produce about 75 brake horsepower. But it doesn't, and I will explain why in a little minute. It is a good little engine. It does get up and go. Yeah, it's all good under here. So yeah, I think now we should go and talk about what's been done to the car. So obviously, when you come up to the car, you obviously notice the big Abarth stripes and the nice 17-inch Abarth alloy wheels, which are genuine. We have found they are genuine Abarth wheels. We've looked in, they've got the big Fiat logos in front of them. Round here, yeah, more Abarth wheels. It's got wing deflectors. We had to actually, it only came with one, we had to find this one. We found this one on the internet. We put these on, these chrome mirror covers. They do suit it. A little bit. It adds a little bit more to the face of the car, like actually the chrome in there. So I just add a touch more on the wing mirrors. The suspension has also been modified, so it is a bit lower than usual. So the ride is a bit rougher. We go around here to here, well, the engine. The engine, like I said, should produce 74 brake horsepower, but obviously it's 75 brake horsepower, but this one doesn't, because this car isn't just all show and no go. This car has been mapped. This car has been mapped to, I think about, 95, 100 brake horsepower, something like that. And it should also improve fuel economy. So, yeah, it does shift. You get back to 2,000, past that, you literally get thrown in your seat. It's really nice when you get your foot down. And it is good on the motorway when you need to like pass vehicles. You put your foot down and off you go. So yeah. This is one good little car. Didn't pay all that much for it really, for what it is. I mean, Fiat 500s, they're not really that cheap, but this one was pretty cheap. So now I suppose we best go and talk about what's wrong with it. And we will start in here. So when we got the car, the battery was not very good. Every time you started it, it would put up like anything. It could be power steering or an airbag warning light or something like that. But we replaced the battery and then that one went bad. So we had to get a genuine Fiat 500 battery for it. And that one's been fine. Up until yesterday when it got very cold and the battery went flat. But it's been alright since. Anyway, and speaking of starting it, there's another little issue. And that is to do with the glow plugs. On a diesel, you need to have your glow plugs to heat up the engine before you start it. So let's put it in gear. Out of gear. And then you have to give it... Oh, come on. Right. So the ignition's on. You've got to give it, like, about this temperature. You've got to give it, like, at least 3 glow plugs. And it still only just starts. So, yeah. The third one. And let's see. There we go. So it's running. Turn the lights on. I'm talking about lights. Another problem it had when we got it. The left daytime running light was not working. It would always come up in the dash. We got that mended. And while it's running, that brings us on to another issue. So, when you start it up for the first time, when it's very cold, it starts up on 3 cylinders instead of 4. Which means it doesn't run right. You've got to give it like a minute or 2 before it runs on 4 and then you can drive away. Because if you don't, it's very rattly and you could do some damage to the engine. I think it's the injector problem, but we'll have to see what happens with that. So like I say that's the daytime running light that wasn't working. It's working now, it's fine. The headlamp. This headlamp was also another thing that wasn't working. It just would not come on or light up or nothing. And it was also very loose. But now it's stuck in place, it works again. It's all good. A bit of... just go out of the way. So yeah, it's a nice little car here. Let's just rev it up a bit. What's the pedal? So as you heard there, it was running very nicely and very smoothly. Like I said, look, if you can tell, it was running on 4 cylinders at that point. If it was running on 3 cylinders, it would be very loud, very knocky, and not making very pleasant sounds. But another very pleasant sound it never made when we bought it was, let me just turn it off. If we come round here, now around the back, with this suspension, with it being lowered, not everything's perfect. Like in this case, this rear exhaust was hitting the rear shock absorber. You can see in there the exhaust. It's very close to the shock absorber, and at one point it was literally hitting the shock absorber, making a very horrible clunking sound. So we had to like change the shape of the exhaust. So, like, if you just look again, have you noticed it's a bit like bent at the bottom. That's now so it doesn't knock on the rear shock absorber. So I say it's a nice little car. It does return about 55-60 miles to the gallon and can go 500 miles on a full tank. So that is very good for a very little car. So yeah, that is my 2008 Fiat 500 Abarth Replica. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.